Welcome to Revival Records Podcasts. I'm Peyton, one of the co-founders of Revival, as well as a singer, songwriter, and performer who has spent the last 20 years riding the roller coaster, otherwise known as the music business. And on this podcast, I speak to talented artists, producers, DJs, music moguls, songwriters, musicians, basically anyone brave enough or just crazy enough to make the business of music their mission in life. October of 2023 was a month I will never forget. It was the month that I flew home to South Carolina to spend what would be the final weeks of my mother's life with her, as she was in the final stages of a battle with cancer that had gone on for the better part of the year. And it was also that month that I learned my dear friend and longtime colleague in music had suddenly been diagnosed with stage 4 lung and brain cancer. The sad news of Kathy's diagnosis spread fast amongst our dance music community, and money was raised to help her with her medical expenses from the community. Friends and fans across the globe sent up their prayers, sent their well wishes. It seemed like the world was celebrating Kathy's incredible legacy. In fact, Defected Records pulled together a compilation of some of her biggest hits and released it as an album called Legacy, something Kathy had always wanted to happen and never gotten around to. And since all of that happened, there hasn't really been much news of Kathy. So I invited Kathy here today to tell us all in her own voice the story of her diagnosis and the awe-inspiring story of what's been happening ever since. Welcome to podcast number 11, Kathy Brown, the living legend, a walking miracle. Kathy?
Yes,
my
darling.
friend. Well, this is a day I can honestly say a few years ago, I wouldn't have necessarily been too sure we'd be having. And I asked you here uh, because I feel like a lot of your fans have followed your story, um, your health challenges over the past few years, and haven't really, had access to anything. You're actually quite a private person
Yeah.
generally, and people assume that all artists want to
Allowed.
expose
get it.
every
Yep.
detail of their life and their everyday
Yeah.
activities online, and a lot of artists do a lot more of that than they would like to, just because it's almost like part and parcel of the business these days. But you are somebody who has pretty been pretty reluctant to share a lot of that kind of stuff online, and I understand that. And I think the health stuff is even more difficult, perhaps. So I asked you here today because I really think that this is an opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to talk about what you've been through. And I'm not going to talk a lot today, which I know our listeners will be very reluctant to believe.
I
But I
know they
really,
will.
yeah, I will just say this. We have you here at the moment in London because we had some amazing opportunities going on in terms of live, and you told me a few months back that you felt you were able to come back and to do that, and I
Yeah.
was like, well, look, if that's how you feel, and that's where we're at. Well, we're gonna bring you over here, and we did Ibiza. We did Glitterbox at High.
And
It was incredible. So,
yes.
but as we were leading up to that date, I didn't really go online and on
Yeah.
social media and go, "Oh, Kathy Brown's going to be headlining this," because it just felt like wrong to like say that, but then not explain anything else. And I
Mm-hmm.
said to you, I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
look, once we have a few minutes, let's sit down. I want you to talk about what happened." So a couple
Yeah.
of years ago, give us
Yeah.
some dates.
Wow. This is October. Was it 2023?
It
Yeah.
was, it was,
October 2, because I wanted to go home for my son's birthday.
right.
So I got there for his birthday the same day, October 2nd. And everything was good until I got in the shower and I started spinning around. I couldn't stop. So I knew something was wrong. So I immediately rushed myself to the emergency, and then wind up finding out I had stage 4 brain and lung cancer. Um, so they called in all my family. They admitted me in the hospital right away. I had brain surgery. Came through that.
At
But
like
they
immediate.
said it wouldn't. They called all my immediate family to let them know I probably wouldn't make it. Um, so all of them were there. When I woke up, I didn't know what was going
That's
on.
right. That was when you went in. You were diagnosed
With stage 4
stage.
brain and lung cancer with a partial lungs partially collapsed as well.
And you went straight into the surgery. So
They did it like a couple of days later. They wanted to prep me and everything first and prepare me for whatever. So we did all of that. And when I woke up, my doctors was like, okay, we ain't got nothing to say about this. We don't understand the brain really. So whatever's happening is good. We've never seen nothing like this. I'm told from my then I went to rehabilitation. That was the hardest thing I ever had to do. I had to learn how to walk all over again.
wow.
Balancing was hard. Listen, I cried for the first time because I couldn't do it. So I went.
So rehab was.
I couldn't. They wouldn't even let me out the hospital without going to rehab. I had to show them that I could walk and take care of myself. So I didn't even really. My kids used to yell at me all the time because I was walking around without using my pusher. I just wanted to get my strength back on my own, just build that back up in my balance and get all of that together. They had me walking through little hoops and listen, some of the stuff they had me navigating through was like, whoa. So it was basically to keep your balance together. And then reading books and puzzles and stuff and trying to get out of these puzzles, out of the situations that they had you in with driving and so forth. Listen, I didn't know the brain could get that confused and not know what was what. It was like, okay, already.
Wow. How long was rehab?
3 weeks. But by the time I got out of there, I could walk on my own.
Yeah.
So
every day for 3 weeks.
Oh, I did it 3 times a day.
Hey, shout out to the hospital. This is a chance to.
The MUSC, they did a good job. They really did a good job to me. So shout out to MUSC.
MUSC, it's in Charleston.
Yes, from Charleston, South Carolina. So yeah, they did a real good job. And the treatments that they gave me, I think I came out I'm doing pretty good.
Well,
listen,
I
chose a treatment. Maybe it was the treatment I chose. They gave me a choice. Oh, so good for choices. So I chose immunotherapy, which a lot of people were saying it wasn't going to work. So I was like, okay.
Well, also, a lot of people don't know what that. The only reason I know what it is because, my mother was diagnosed.
Yes, and your mom's.
I had flown home for the last 2 weeks of her life.
Yep.
That same month.
Yep.
So I was in
South Carolina, yes.
Rolls in at South Carolina.
When I found out, that's what I was like.
So I saw you during this. I drove over and saw you. But yeah,
and
so immunotherapy.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Oh God. Of course. Yeah.
Definitely say a friend.
Kathy, that was
definitely and
it was just a scary.
And then dealing with your moms at the same time, it was wow. It was just so unbelievable. So it was you're a strong person. I have to give that to you. You're very strong. So you was going through it the same time.
Yeah, but it was. When things come like these waves
you never,
like that, and
you're right about that.
but it was remarkable because I was able to drive over and see you, and you.
And that meant more than anything.
You had a walker, you were, and but immunotherapy. Do you want to try to explain what that is? Knowing you. I know what you're like. You've been like, okay. Whereas I was researching all the details.
I didn't research nothing. Not one dang on thing. Listen, I was in denial. I was in denial. Truly.
I know you were.
It was like, I'm not giving up. I'm not saying.
You say that, but at the time, I remember thinking.
I'm not saying I'm going to die and this and
yeah.
So, I was in denial. I couldn't believe what was happening. I would not have known I even had cancer if you guys didn't keep reminding me.
Which you felt, I could see that
but
you felt a little annoyed about, but it was kind of hard.
I know. That's what somebody else was telling me. Oh, excuse me, they said you was going to die. You have stage 4 cancer. Do you not know what that means? I said, no, I don't.
Lung and brain. I mean.
I've never had anything, like this as far as brain trauma, anything. And then I had my first, oh, wow. I had my first seizure. I had 11 back-to-back. That was weird. Whoa, that was weird. I haven't had any since I've been here in your hospital.
Wow.
So haven't had any seizures since I went into the hospital here in London and came out.
So you had 11 seizures?
11 seizures within an hour, back to back. So then they admitted me. I was in the hospital more here than I was. As soon as my people let me go in the States, it was like, okay, you can go now. You can go back to work, da-da-da-da-da. And I got here and it was more or less like...
This was about...
like 6 months later. Right, I was ready to travel 6 months later.
Yeah.
They said my brain was okay. I was moving all right. So if I wanted to come back and do something, but nobody would let me, so... So that was that.
Come back. You did, yeah.
But I did come back. You guys allowed me to come back. You gave me a chance to come back. Okay, so...
Allow you? I don't know.
Well, not allow, but you know what I mean. You gave me a chance.
We couldn't hold you down, honey, even if we wanted to, and we certainly wouldn't want to.
I'd have been in here singing background behind somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you can keep the vocals going.
Yeah.
I'm good to go. That's what I love doing. So that's gives me life.
Well, I know, and I think that's why, both times, I really, I didn't know what to do the first time. You're like, yeah, doctors say I can, and I'm like.
If I showed you some pictures, you'd be like.
You'd be like, I mean, yeah, well, I saw you, remember?
Right after my surgery, I was all bandaged up.
And the immunotherapy, so I'll just say this quickly, because I know you didn't. As I told you, I was like, Kathy, make sure that you're researching everything and boom, looking for...
I didn't want to hear nothing about brain surgery or nothing else.
She ain't going to do anything. No. But immunotherapy works differently to chemo, where chemo works to kind of eradicate the cancer cells in the body, but in the process, it also eradicates a lot of other... Even
though it's fighting themselves anyway.
So it's sort of, it's a very, very aggressive way of fighting cancer, but immunotherapy works... It's also not a walk in the park, by the way. It's also, very similar side effects to chemo, and, it's not easy, but it works with the body to bolster the body's natural defense mechanisms, which, basically are...
And not only that, I was doing herbs, different stuff like that, soursop.
You were doing herbs. I don't know if marijuana...
into stuff like that. And marijuana also is a good... well, I asked my doctors, trust me, before I would do anything. I asked them. So they said, yes, it do have certain properties in there for cancer.
Yeah.
So...
Well, to help with the pain, to help with appetite.
Yep.
Yeah. It's good.
Because I definitely didn't have an appetite.
Yeah.
So I was losing and gaining. So they wanted to stop my treatments at one point because they thought it wasn't working. Things started happening different, but it kicked in, and now I'll be finished my treatment. My last treatment will be in November. So, and that'll be it for the moment. I don't have to go back to see any doctors.
It is incredible.
What they call it, remission? I'm in remission. So I'm thanking God every single day. I'm a living miracle, walking miracle. And I know people don't believe in miracles no more, but I'm living proof. I don't know what else I can tell you or show you that he's real. It's real.
You really are. I mean,
And as long as I have that love and joy in my heart and soul, nobody can take that away.
oh my God, it's amazing that you're here. It's amazing that 2 years later you're.
Yeah, I know you said to me, I didn't think you was gonna be here. I was like, huh? You gave up on me already.
Give
But
up on you.
I know it's how it. I have stage 4.
It's almost like you gotta. I don't know. You can't actually do anything to prepare for
No.
for that loss in your life. You can't.
Nope.
I tried to prepare for my mom and
Yeah, you can't.
no did
way.
an ayahuasca retreat. That helped me to some degree prepare to be the person I needed to be for her as she was departing this world. But nothing really
you guys were
prepares you for
close.
that loss.
Yeah.
We were very close, and I just I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect that you'd be singing with us doing Ibiza 2 years later. Like, I mean, we've just done this. Like,
Yeah.
it's and
it was
sounding better than
incredible.
ever. You know,
It
you
was
are
incredible.
You're and I think how much of your survival and your recovery, how much of it do you credit to music itself and because
All of
I
it.
know that for you
All of
music
it.
is life.
All of it. All of it. I feel what I sing. I feel what I do. It's not pretending or looking for some
Yeah.
clarity from people or anything like that. I don't have that drive to get it that way. I feel like if I can't show you my inner side through the outside, then it is pointless to me to even do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to feel
I
it.
so relate to
And
that.
coming from gospel is like, it's the way my parents brought us up too. It was like you had to be in it to win it or go home. Get up and cut up. That's what they used to say. Get up and cut up and let it go.
Yeah.
Don't have a big head about nothing.
Yeah, in it to win it, but the idea of winning is something else.
Yeah.
It's not about winning, kind of money or fame, or it's like it's that thing
Nope.
of, we talked about this many times. It's like
Nope.
there has to be, you have to be invested in it.
Yes.
I'm exactly the same. I said it the other day. I said, if I don't feel that whatever I'm doing is having an impact in some spiritual way, and I'm not talking about religion, but we're just talking about like,
it ain't gonna do it.
Like you said, like, if we're not singing something that matters, then we're just yelling. We're just yelling a bunch of words, a bunch of sounds coming out of our mouth, and it's like, sometimes I wish I wasn't like that, because sometimes it's hard to really invest yourself in work and something. If it, not all the time are you doing something.
But if you really love something that you're doing, you can make it work. You can make it pay off. It's how you approach people. It's how you talk to people. It's how you make people feel. And what you're doing, trust me, I wouldn't have come to do this if you wasn't doing what you were doing. Bringing back all the old classical sounds that so many of us have forgotten, and our children don't even know. So somebody had to bring it back to continue teaching this generation how they got here, where it's going.
Yeah.
And not forget about where we started. That's what it's all about, to teach and inspire and instill in our youth what it's all about.
Well, speaking of youth, I'm sure there's quite a few people that have heard you say "my kids" and are thinking, because we were friends a long time, and I had no idea you even had kids.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think I knew that you had kids. Maybe not until this, and then it was like,
when you came to visit,
somebody said, "Oh, well, you can get in touch with it because we started to raise money through one of these GoFundMe campaigns or whatever, to kind of make sure that you because I don't think you didn't have health insurance in America, did you?
I didn't at the time.
So we started, and by the way, thank you to anybody
Yes.
that's watching that contributed.
Especially Greg. I just want to thank you one more time.
Just one more
Just one more.
time. Yeah.
Give a shout out, LA.
Yeah, it's the LA Massive.
Yes.
There was a lot of love coming in for you from all over
yes.
the world.
Oh, yes.
And, you know, but anyway, going back to the kids, I mean, I was like, what? Yeah, well, you know, she's got, how many kids?
2 girls and 2 boys. 4 kids.
I have a feeling that's new information for a lot of people. They're like, oh.
Well, it's very few people that know I have kids.
Well, it's just because, you know, you haven't really
put them in
put your whole life on social media, and it's unusual. But yeah, your kids, you know, they rallied around because you were back on your home turf. You were back in South Carolina dealing with this. Yeah. But also your fan base from around the world really, I mean, there was, Defected pulled together
thanks Defected too. I want to thank you guys as well, Wes Sanders and Simon Dunmore. Thank you so much.
They really did an incredible job pulling together some of your most beloved records and put together a compilation called Legacy.
Yeah.
And, and it was great because it felt like, and I remember thinking they got it out and while you were still alive.
Still alive. That's what I was saying. I was like, oh, I'm so honored. This is like.
And there was a moment, Kathy, we were in touch a lot and I was like, Kathy, it's like I cannot open my computer. I can't turn my radio on. I feel like suddenly you are everywhere. It was just like everyone was pulling out their Kathy Brown track. Yep. Every DJ that had ever worked with you or producer.
Trust me, I felt the prayers. Trust me.
I mean,
I just want to thank all my fan base. I definitely want to thank all of you guys because if it wasn't for you, I don't know. I don't know, where it would have ended up. But trust me, I felt the prayers. It was so overwhelming. All the messages that was coming in, so on, et cetera. It was it was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's incredible. And even though you probably couldn't respond to everything, but you still...
I had to get my speech together. I couldn't talk either.
Yeah.
So it was a lot.
But you still feel it. You get that impact.
Yeah.
Just the collective goodwill of people loving you and appreciating you and
you guys kicking it off. Because that's how it started. You guys kicking it off, and then everybody else just...
In a way, we were the ones to make the
announcement.
The announcement. I mean,
nobody knew. And they probably wouldn't have known if you hadn't told them, per se.
Well,
I didn't call because I didn't call
I
anybody.
remember you being reluctant to the campaign. Kathy here.
Go fund me.
She's like, no, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, okay, Kathy, you were in denial. You really were. It's the first time I've heard you say that.
Well, think about it. I never really let anybody do anything for me, probably because nobody ever have. The bottom line, I've always done for myself, made sure I took care of me. Nobody took care of me in that sense to where a management or a team. Or, it's always been some type of drama of people trying to figure out what they can get from me, or my name. Use my name to, and enough was enough. I just said, you know what? I've had enough of this, but never enough of what I love doing.
Wow. Yeah. I think this was a moment where you had to accept. I mean, that people want to do for you. And I remember saying to you, Kathy, like, there are going to be costs down the road. This is you don't know what's coming. Yeah. You don't know, but I do know that there's enough love for you around the globe in our little community of
and a lot of people still don't.
Music
and
lovers.
A lot of people still don't know.
Yeah.
Around the world.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people still don't know you've even been through this. But it was everywhere for a while, and how much money do you remember?
30?
No, more than that. There were a few campaigns. I think the one we did was raised about $55,000.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
and
something
then there
like
was
that.
another one, I think, and I was So I mean, I know that because I was dealing with your daughter.
Yeah.
And and she was kind of helping, coordinate.
Yeah.
And just to make sure that you could pay your bills, you could pay for the extra things that you were
Definitely
going to need in
came
the
on
house.
time. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely
And
came on
here
cue.
you are.
Yes, I am.
And in remission.
Yeah.
As far as the doctors are concerned, you're on the other side. You'll have to always be, I guess, tested and treated now.
No, every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
Every 3 months, I'll come in for testing, something like that. Blood test. That's it. And that's it.
And you feel.
I always felt.
Except for when you weren't having seizures.
Yeah, except for when I was having seizures.
Or unable to walk.
Or unable to walk. So I try to block those things out.
I know you do.
You're going to make me remember. But yeah, I try to block those things out. Yes, I had a little bit of difficulty in the beginning. But yeah, I'm good now.
You said to me when I saw you in South Carolina, I remember you said, "Oh, it feels like everybody's just gone ahead and decided that I'm going to die," and it's like, and I wouldn't even know I had it if it weren't for everybody reminding me that and I was like, wow, I mean. I don't know what to do with that. Are we supposed to just all pretend like you're not going through this? And you said it again to me in Ibiza. You were just like, well, I wouldn't even be thinking about it if y'all didn't have to bring it up all the time.
I just looked at you like, okay, how many more times we have to say this?
Okay. I told you, I feel fine. I can sing. I'm good. I don't.
Just let me do what I like doing.
Let me do what I love doing.
And we good. But yeah.
Well, you're definitely back on form. You're absolutely as amazing as ever. You ruled the stage in Ibiza.
It was fun too.
We're about to do another event tonight here in London, and you're about, it's just seeing you do what you love, what you were born to do, and see you channel all of that power. When you've been through so much, it's just been. Yeah, it's been pretty amazing to see.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy that you're here. I know a lot of other people are too. And here to make some more music. Yes. We've been doing that too.
Yes.
Some great tracks.
Definitely.
And here to have some more fun and to spread some more love.
And I did some backing vocals for my girl, Phoebe, too. Okay, you know me and my girl is...
Yeah, Phoebe Edwards.
Miss Strong Earth Woman.
Yeah. We got a lot of strong women in this.
Yes.
It used to be me and a bunch of strong women all the time. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. My estrogen.
Strong women around you. Weak women.
Exactly. You had cancer.
Okay.
You didn't know
hey, that was nothing.
You. Well, your big track, Stronger on My Own. I remember thinking like the words to that track, I guess there was a time in your life that was the case. But that was one time I kept thinking, well, this is one time we can't leave Kathy on her own. She's not on her own. She may think she's stronger on her own. But right now.
Trust me, I had a lot of help.
Yeah. You had a lot of love.
Yep.
So, it's great that you were able to experience all of that and
come through it.
And come through it. And so prayer works.
Hey, tell me about it.
Love works.
Yes.
Music works.
Yep. Music is my life.
And music is,
our life.
Our life. Sometimes much to my chagrin, but here we are.
Hey, we grin when we're sad. We grin when we're in pain. Listen, we got some grins for every illness.
Some grins and some chagrins.
Yes.
Oh, my darling.
Love you. Love you too.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in and doing this.
Thank you.
And anything you would like to promote? Would you like to share with people your social platforms that you never post on? Oh,
I don't know how I got this far without social media.
Because I took over them at one point.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, it was like, there was a period that there was like a lot of posting, and they were some good posts.
Yeah. Yeah, it had to be. So it wasn't me.
I loved it. I used to love going from my Instagram over to yours, but like, from inside, and it'd be like, that post is doing well. Yeah. Anyway.
But we had a couple of good, listen, every song we've hit is coming out. And their longevity.
Well, we've released...
There's some longevity stuff here, too.
We've released 18 records on the debut album, and then obviously remixes and stuff. But of all of the records that we've released since we started in 2022, Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher,
up.
It's nearly 5 million streams.
And I'm like, how is this?
Yeah. So,
But it's good. It's good. It's good.
Power of Kathy Brown.
It helps this generation get to know who we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how we bring it.
Yeah.
And it's still the same way. We're just giving it a little bit of our flavor and a little bit of theirs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it works.
Well, you work. You work, baby. You better work.
Hey, work it.
You better work.
All right.
All right.
I love you, babe.
I love you too. All right. Well, let's go smash this gig.
All right. Let's get this. Oh, yeah, we do got a gig, don't we?
Yeah, we got a gig.
All righty.
Revival.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Do we want to... maybe we should sing a little something. What can we sing? What we've been doing lately. Why can't I get it in my head? You just recorded it 2 days ago.
Me either.
What the hell?
But it takes me at least 3 or 4 days after something in the studio.
What is wrong with us on Earth?
It's all right.
Thank you, God.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
I feel it.
I feel it.
Stand up.
Stand up. It's all right.
I feel it.
Stand up. It's all right. I feel it.
I feel it.
Because we was mixing it all up. It's all right. Music is my life. It's helped me through all of these changes this world has put me through. It's all right.
I feel it.
I feel it.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I can feel it.
Can you feel it?
Can you feel it?
I can feel it.
I can feel it.
I can feel it.
Can you feel it?
I can feel it, baby.
All right, and we better get to this show now.
Let's go.